Hey, I want to ask you probably the realest question that someone could ask you. Like, what are you really here for? Honestly, I mean, are you here to chase highs? Are you here to chase instant gratification, surface level pleasure, and distractions and noise and nonsense? Ultimately, the devil. Or are you here to become the version of you that he created you to be? Because I'm going to tell you right now, one of them is going to be sacrificed. It's either going to be the short term, the surface level, the nonsense, or the version that you really want to be is going to be sacrificed. Like, look at it like that. That gives you a clear decision to make, because you can't have both. The real life that you truly want to live is only going to come on the other side of the instant gratification and the short-term pleasures. Because I'm telling you right now, the real results that you want, the version of you that you really want to be in this life, is only going to come through delayed gratification. You're not going to achieve that version of you overnight. You're not going to achieve that version of you instantaneously. And you're not going to achieve that version of you and then be like, all right, I'm done. I'm good now. I'm set for the rest of my life. It's like, no, this is a continuous process. It's a progressive process, and it's a realization over time. It's not going to come instantly. It's not going to come overnight. It's not going to come when things are easy. It's going to come in the darkness. It's going to come in the silence, in the solitude, in the fire, in the adversity. And I'm telling you that that's real life. That is life. The instant pleasures, the vices, the short-term pleasures, the instant gratification, that's death. If you really think about it, you're engaging in ego. You've held on to an identity that you believe that you are that person, that version of you that is in the highs, in the short-term pleasures, chasing the instant gratification, the surface level, the validation externally. Like, when you realize that that's not life, you actually understand what life is. Life is you overcoming yourself. Life is who you are in those dark moments. Like, where you really see the real you. That's the greatest gift that you can give yourself in this life, because all those surface level things, all those shallow short-term things, it's all empty. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're chasing money, status, fame, material possessions, lust, women, drugs, alcohol, porn, junk food, any of these things, if you're chasing those things, know right now, those things are all going to leave you empty. Okay? The only real wholeness that comes in this life is who you are being and who you are becoming. But that only comes when you go through some shit. When you really go through some shit and come out on the other side and you realize what life is about. So you have to ask yourself, what are you really here for? Because the greatest things in life are not going to come instantaneously. The real things that you want in life, okay, the physique, the business, the finances, the relationships that you want, that's going to come through a process. It's not going to come instantly. It's not going to come, surface level. You're going to have to get deep. And the only way you're going to get deep, whether it be a relationship that you have, whether it be the physique or the business, it's going to come over time. That's the only way. That's the only way that you're actually going to develop that relationship, that business, that body. It's only going to come over time, because that's what's actually going to create the results. It's time. It's the repetition of doing certain actions every single day that are going to lead to that. And you follow the path. You walk the path. You may not know how that relationship's going to turn out. You may not know how the business is going to turn out. You may not know how the body is going to turn out. But you trust, and you continue to show up every single day, and you put that work in, and you put your best foot forward, and look what it becomes. I mean, anyone who's been successful in business has had to go through the ups and downs. Like the thoughts of, maybe we need to close. Maybe maybe you don't need to get to that point. Maybe it doesn't need to get to that point. Maybe it doesn't get to that point. But you're going to go through the darkness of it. And that's what makes it so worthy. That's the whole point, though. But when you're still engaging in the ego, you're still engaging in the surface and the shallow, short-term pleasures, you're not going to see this. Like, this message is going to go completely over your head because you're not aware. And that's the whole point. You have to raise your awareness from within so that you can actually become the version of you that you want to be. It's not going to come like if you desire the money or the relationship or the body or whatever it is, and you receive that and you aren't that version of you that you want to be from within, that shit's going to ruin you. Oh, if you're a degenerate and you drink and you gamble and you sleep with prostitutes and do all the debauchery, what's more money going to do for you? Okay? More money is only going to ruin you. And it's only going to ruin the people around you because you're toxic. You have to work on yourself. You have to develop yourself from within. And it's going to come from you choosing between the two paths, the surface or the depth, the instant gratification or the delayed gratification, the external validation or the internal validation. The only way you're going to validate yourself from within is by your character and your conduct, who you are and who you are being and who you are becoming. That's it. And that only comes in your daily habits. This is why all I teach is the daily habits in the Higher Self community. Because if you correct someone's daily habits, they will be and become the version of them that God created them to be without a doubt. Because you align them with their higher self. You align them with God. You align them with discipline and positive daily habits, rather than the negative ones, rather than the vices, rather than the debauchery and the nonsense and the devil. That's all it comes down to. So if you change your daily habits and you start doing the daily habits that I teach, you will elevate to align with the version of you that He created you to be, and then you can actually bask in the unfoldment of it because you're watching it unfold in real time.